company in the US, and our team has 4 members. Currently, me, Benjamin Kang, Adam Wood, and Dr. Yabao is the leader. So before starting, I will tell you a quick summary about Apple. So the Apple company was started by Steve Jobs and 2 of his other partners in 1976. And this company mainly sell like electronic device like iPhone, iPad, MacBook, and much more. So today I will tell you about 4 main key characteristics of this company. So the first one is purpose. So every firm, when first established, always have this mission or goal, and Apple does too. And it is to bring the best user experience to customer to innovative hardware, software, and device. And about the number of employees, and about the Apple revenue. So the Americas are Apple's largest regional market, bringing in a net sale of $40.1 billion in the fourth quarter of 2023. And the US market is so big that it also accounts for more than over 44% of the Apple net sale. And about the number of employees, we have part of point. So as you can see, it is increased over the year and reaching a peak of 164,000 in 2022, but then it increased by 3,000 in the next year. And the third key characteristic is structure. So our team divides the Apple company into 3 main positions. The first and highest one is board of directors, and the second one is the CEO. And the current CEO for Apple is Tim Cook. And the last one is the multiple functional groups like engineer, designer, marketing, retail, and operation and services. And about the competitive strategy. So Apple's competitive strategy is called differentiation. And it means that it focuses on differentiating the company and its products from competitors, including IT and consumer electronic companies like Samsung, Google, and Sony. Moreover, elegant design and user friendliness of products combined with high-end branding, it will definitely help Apple to stand out in the market. And the company also tries to create product design that are suitable for everyone and attract customers, so that even though the competitive strategies set Apple apart, the firm still broadly reach various segments of the market. And next up is
Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about the first 2 sections of the PESTLE analysis, which is the political and economic. So here I have 4 of them, 2 for each. So let's go on with the political. So there's regulations on international trades and intellectual property. This means that we also know that Apple has been running in the US market for over decades, and they have influential on the US market. And they also, which means that this is a company that abide and follow rules depends on which market and which political government are setting out in order to keep the market running, and also to avoid having consumer downturns, which is the first one. The second one is government stability affecting business operations. This is gonna be hard for me to give you an example, but we all know that US political, they are very stable. But if we take a look at, for example, in the Middle Eastern or Ukraine, for example, when the government are having conflicts, there instability in the government, which will affect business to be able to operate normally. Because you are putting in the state of war, you're constantly worrying about the dangers of the manufacturers, the production. So this is for the political. We'll move on to economic. There's two, also two is called the impact of economic downturns on consumer spending. This is very straightforward. It means that it depends on the economic recessions. There's a slightly change in the consumer spending more money on luxurious items, the manufacturers, the production, the components, which means that everything will go down if there's an economic recessions and downturns. Next one is going to be exchange rate influencing manufacturing costs and production pricing. This is very common and very overall for the growth rate. As I mentioned before, during economic downturns, people will have lesser tendency to spend more money on luxurious items, and they will prioritize on getting smartphones and computer components instead of getting Apple Watch or anything that is used unnecessarily. Therefore, this also affects Apple sales in some years, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic.
And as for social-cultural factors, in order to survive and to defeat other companies, Apple had to follow the peso in the US market. And Apple had to produce the products that demographics and cultural influence social class, and also they have to care about the consumer's behavior and to earn enough, the product have to earn enough the education levels. And here are the two issues that Apple have to face in these factors. So about the first one is privacy and data security. As technology becomes more entrenched in daily life, concern about privacy and data security have become increasingly prominent. Apple stands on user privacy, such as its commitment to end-to-end encryptions has been both praised and criticized, balancing the demand of users' privacy with the need for security and convenience remain a social challenge. The next one is labor practices and supply chain ethics. Apple has faced a crisis for its labor practice in the overseas manufacturing plants of its suppliers, particularly in China. Issues such as low wage, long working hours, and poor working conditions have been highlighted by various advocacy groups in media outlets. This raised concerns among consumers who are increasingly conscious of ethical sourcing and fair labor practices. About technological factors, Apple has to produce the product that innovations and research and development are using products R&D, automation and artificial intelligence, and digital transformation and cyber security. And same as social factors, here are also two issues that Apple faces in this factor. The first one is market saturation and innovations. With major market for products like iPhone and iPads, Apple has encountered challenges in maintaining consistent growth and generating excitement for new product release. The companies have been under pressure for continuing innovate and introduce products with features that differ them from previous models. The next one is product performance and quality control. Apple has faced occasional questions regarding the performance of its products, including issues like battery life, software glitches, and hardware malfunctions. These issues can lead to consumer dissatisfaction and may require software update or recall to address.
Alright, so next factor is environmental. So the first issue is regulatory pressures on electronic waste management. So the electronic waste were generated by Apple produced has been a process. The disposal of electronic device can lead to environmental pollution. if we not manage properly. So in 2021, the total waste generated by Apple was 52,490 tons. This increase over than 2020. Therefore, Apple aims to eliminate all the plastic from its packaging by 2025. The company is committed to minimizing the resource use. And the second issue is energy consumption. Apple is center and manufacturing facility has been scrutinized for their energy consumption, while Apple have failed to the effort to use renewable energy, but they still worry about the carbon footprint. And the last factor is the legal labor and employment practice. So Apple they face to the legal challenge related to labor and employment practice, including allegation of wage theft, discrimination, and poor working conditions in the supply chain and retail store. So these issues have to lead to the lawsuit and regulatory investigation. And the last issue is consumer protection. Like Apple, they face to the issue related to consumer protection, like misleading advertising, abuse effect on warranty time. So there have been a legal dispute over allegation for advertising of product features and performance time.
So about the evaluation of Apple depend on Testo, so our team picked 2 out for at least marketing and human resource management. So about the marketing, so the first one is product. So technological change, rapid advancement in technology can impact product development for Apple. The company needs to stay ahead of technological trends and continuously innovate to meet changing customer expectations. For example,